So we are finishing compound inequalities today. Guys, be quiet. Okay. When solving a compound inequality involving and, you must write it as two inequalities. Okay. So again, just like yesterday, it might be easier to graph them separately. And again, the final graph should include both inequalities. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to split this up into two inequalities. I'm going to take this piece, and that's going to be my first inequality. I have negative 12 is less than or equal to 7x plus 9. And then my second inequality is going to take the middle and the right side. So 7x plus 9 is less than 16. Okay, so on this first one I wrote, how do I want to start off by solving it? Subtract 9 on both sides. What's negative 12 minus 9? Negative 21. And how do I get my variable alone? Divide it by what? Okay, so I get negative 3 is less than or equal to x. I want to write it to my variables on the left. So to do that, I flip the place of the x and the negative 3. The sign is still open towards the x. And then I want to go ahead and graph this. What kind of circle am I going to use? Yeah. And which way is it going, left or right? So then I want to do the same thing with this one over here. What's the first step to solving? Yep, so I'm going to subtract 9 on both sides. I have 7x is less than, what's 16 minus 9? Okay, then I want to get x alone. What do I need to do? X is less than 1. Okay, so again, I want to put my numbers on the number line. What kind of circle am I going to use? Left or right? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put these on the same number line. So my negative 3 gets the closed circle, my 1 gets an open circle. Because these arrows are pointing towards each other, I'm only going to shade in between. So I just connect them with a line. So my solution here is negative 3 is less than or equal to x is less than 1. When I have an inequality like this, I always want to use less than or equal to signs. Okay, so I am going to go over the final answer here. You guys should have the work from your whiteboard, but so you should have a closed circle on 7 and a closed circle on 14 and the lines in between them. So your final answer is 7 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 14. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the one on the back. It says Enrique plans a diet for his dog River. River consumes between 510 and 540 calories per day. If River eats 1.5 servings of dog food each day, how many treats can she have? So what we want to do is we want to model the situation with a compound inequality. So we're going to have x represent the number of treats River can have each day. We want to write an expression to represent River's total daily calories. So River has 1.5 servings at 320 calories. Yeah. And then we are giving x treats at 15 calories per treat. So first thing I want to do is I want to figure out 1.5 times 320. So what's 1.5 times 320? Guys, grab a calculator and figure it out.
600. 540. 420.
Okay, does anyone have an answer for me yet?
480.
480. Okay, and then I'm going to do 15x because it's 15 calories per treat. You were just guessing though. So I want to write a compound inequality. You were the only one guessing. Okay, so I want at least how many calories? What's the minimum number from the word problem? No, from the word problem. 510. And at least is going to be the less than or equal to sign. And at most, how many calories? 540. And this one is also going to be a less than or equal to sign because it's a compound inequality with and, so it's going to be one giant inequality. I always use the less than symbols for this because it says at least and at most, it can include those two values. So I'm going to go ahead and write this out. I have 510 is less than or equal to 480 plus 15x, which is less than or equal to 540. We have homework every day. We learn something new. So, I want to solve the compound inequality. So just like before, I'm going to split it into two pieces. I have the 510 is less than or equal to 480 plus 15x. And then I'm going to solve the other one as 480 plus 15x is less than or equal to 540. Okay, so on this first one, what do I want to solve? Okay, what's 510 minus 480? What do I want to do next? Okay, 30 divided by 15 is 2. I want to rewrite this so my variable is on the left. So I switch the place of my variable and my number, and then the inequality stays open towards the x. Okay, over here, I want to solve it again too. So what do I start off by doing? Okay, then I have 15x is less than or equal to, what do I want to do next? Which is by 15. So 60 divided by 15 is, okay. So River can have at least how many treats? What's the minimum? 2. And at most 4 treats.